CBS Monday.
Another winter storm system pushes in over tonight to make your morning commute very tricky. All those details you need to know are next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a Marquette educator is representing the UP as the region's Teacher of the Year. Plus, changes are coming to the luge in the Olympics. We'll hear how it will affect competitors in our area. And an Escanaba musician is debuting a new album tomorrow while also supporting a good cause. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Welcome in. A first look at your forecast for this late night. Hopefully you took advantage of this break for today. We had that winter storm and there's another one that will be pushing in overnight. Very similar characteristics. This almost looks exactly the same with the winter storm warning and winter weather advisories, but this will directly impact your morning commute as that wintry mix and the ice and the snow start to cover the entire Upper Peninsula. So snow all day. I'll let you know how much snow and where we are expecting the heaviest accumulations and the overall impacts.
Kelly, thank you very much. A Marquette area elementary teacher has been chosen as one of 10 outstanding Michigan educators of the year. WZMQ's Andrew Hans introduces us.
She's an example of what teaching's about.
After 12 years of dedication, Superior Hills Elementary teacher Sarah Jude has been selected as the Regional Teacher of the Year out of the entire Upper Peninsula. She says with her longtime passion for teaching and ties with her love for those she sees every day, the students are what brought on the award.
They make me smile, they make me laugh, they keep me humble. They're just 100% your biggest fan. And they love to learn. Junior kindergarten has my heart.
After being nominated by a fellow teacher last summer, Jude has undergone months of interviews and submissions to find herself in the top spot.
Each step I made it, I was like, well, I'll just keep going and see what happens. And then I found out that I was the Region 1 Teacher of the Year. I think it's still hitting me.
The news has already been met with plenty of support from all around the school.
A lot of kids in the hallway are cheering or saying, I'm so proud of you, or good work, Mr. Day. So it's just like when they've gotten an award, so they know it's like a big thing.
The nomination came from 4th grade teacher Janet Anderson, who describes Jude as loving and well organized to both her kids and their parents.
She teaches expectations, but she also teaches in a loving, accepting manner. And so I've heard parents talk about what an amazing teacher she is.
Jude says the most rewarding aspect of her years of teaching is getting the chance to see where they've expanded to, as no one truly forgets their kindergarten teacher.
I have students who I taught in my first JK class who are now in 8th grade, and they reach out, and I actually just saw a picture of a couple of them, and they're taller than me now, but it's just so exciting to see where life takes them, and it's exciting to still be just like a little magical part of their life.
Into the beginning of March, Miss Jude will go down to Lansing to interview for her chance at the 2026-2027 Michigan Teacher of the Year. Reporting in Marquette, I'm Andrew Hans, WZMQ 19 News.
Tonight, NMU's Jamrich Hall held Innovate Marquette's annual mini pitch reception. It's for young entrepreneurs who are just starting to take first base in the pitching world. This mini pitch event is a competition for UP college and high school students to use their imaginations and create new business proposals for a cash prize.
We are giving away $500 to one high school student and $500 to one college student. And because we had so many high school applicants this year, we are actually giving away a second place prize to 2 high school students because there was a tie for second place.
We'll see this year's winners again at the Peak 2026 business event in March. The Olympic sport of luge is undergoing some big changes that will impact the luge facility right here in Negaunee. Our own John Truitt sat down with the head coach of the U.S. luge team and learned what it's all about.
There are 2 recognized forms of luge, one called artificial track, which is featured in the Olympics, and the other is natural track. And for 40 years, the only natural track luge facility in North America has been located here atop Lucy Hill in Negaunee. Natural track differs from Olympic or artificial luge in several ways, from the equipment to the track to how the athletes steer. Luge insiders admit that natural track isn't easy.
We've had many artificial lugers come to the natural track and say, I'll get on the sled and go from the top. No, you won't.
Because artificial track is too expensive and natural track may be too dangerous, the International Olympic Committee came up with a plan to merge the two and call it Alpine Luge, which would someday give athletes who train here in Negaunee a fast track to Olympic glory.
The merge of the two, taking part of the sled, part of the track, taking all of those characteristics of those sports, merging them together.
So who fares better when the two disciplines merge?
The best people making the future Olympics will be our people from, I shouldn't say our people, but people from the Upper Peninsula.
Although no official timeline has been established, Coach Whitman believes Alpine Luge could be the Olympic standard when the Winter Games return to the U.S. in 2034. Stay tuned. In Escanaba, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
2 members of the Upper Peninsula Luge Club will be competing in the official rollout of Alpine Luge later this month in Germany. Tomorrow, a Delta County musician is releasing his newest album. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons tells us about some of the songs and how he's supporting a good cause on release day.
They say age is just a number, but my odometer ain't spinning any younger.
I was a public educator in the Escanaba schools for 30 years. I had always been a musician too, and I didn't want to just retire to nothing, and so really felt the call.
On Friday, Phil Lynch's latest work becomes available to listeners.
The album is called Growing Older, with a comma in there. It's about the joys and also the challenges of growing older at whatever stage you're in. In fact, I dedicated the album to you if you're at any sort of a transition point in life.
The title track is about the changes that come with aging.
Okay, my knee's not feeling real good today. Or who's that face in the mirror? I don't recognize it, but we're still growing. We're not done yet.
Others are tributes to real places and people in Lynch's life.
There's one I had written for my wife called Empty Nest. Is it really empty if there's 2 people there who still love each other?
Friday at 7 p.m., Lynch will perform a benefit concert at First Presbyterian Church. Attendees are asked to make a free will donation to Tri-County Safe Harbor, which offers a 24-hour crisis hotline and a 15-bed shelter for domestic abuse survivors.
In 2025, we had $70,000 cut from our budget. The VOCA grant, which is the Victim of Care Act fund, has been cut. We had to cut 2 employees, and we had to reduce some shelter staff hours. It costs $209 a night per person that stays in the shelter to fund it.
Collaborations with people like Lynch and local organizations like the church help Tri-County Safe Harbor continue to serve those in need.
At the church, one of the things that we say a lot is that we're here to boldly love our God and boldly love our neighbor. And to bring people together is when we learn more about each other, learn how to love each other, and learn how to be a community together.
Lynch invites people of all ages and stages of life to enjoy a night of music, community, and goodwill.
I have this mission to inspire people and to remind people to live from a place of gratitude and love. This one's specifically about growing older. There might be some losses bodily or even memory-wise, but there are advantages and things that you gain too.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, one group in Michigan is fighting back against ICE's presence in the state. And we'll have the latest as tensions continue to grow with Iran as the U.S. increases its military presence in the region. We'll be right back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture. Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Hard Rock is a name built to last. Michigan knows something about that. The Hard Rock Bet Casino app, that's built on trust too. So what you see when you sign up is actually what you get.
Don't believe it? Try the app yourself. If you're not up after 24 hours playing slots, then you get up to $1,000 back to play again.
Plus, you get 200 bonus spins to play Huff and More Puff. Wins paid in cash. No catch.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here in Michigan. Roll with us.
Download the Hard Rock Bet Casino app today.
February is the month of love at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. With my popular annual Show Your Love 3 Ways Valentine packages that come with candy, a forever rose, and amazing selections of jewelry, you will show how much you love them. And let me help you with that month of love engagement ring. I strive to give you the very best experience. Your forever journey starts with my personal attention and commitment to perfection.
Richardson Jewelers.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. Everyone is maybe a little just excited to get to the weekend so we don't have to deal with other responsibilities on top of the snow. But before we get there, there will be a winter storm warning to kick off this weekend. Some snow to deal with, so hopefully you took advantage of the break today where we didn't have too much snow. There was less than an inch in Marquette. We just came off of that major winter storm, and yeah, there's another one almost like a copycat of it. This looks very similar to the map I showed you 2 days ago with this winter storm warning in the pink and the winter weather advisories. And just remember, if you don't have that exact winter storm warning, you are still going to be impacted. It just might mean it doesn't quite meet a winter storm warning criteria, but that means that we have a liquid component to it, which is going to be some ice. And up to the Eagle Harbor area, so Keweenaw County, you also have this winter storm warning. And especially up that way, we're looking for some of the heaviest precipitation. Accumulation between 3 to 7, I think, is a good gist for the entire Upper Peninsula, but up that way, up towards Houghton, we're looking at about up to 10, maybe 10 a little too much, maybe 8 to 9 inches, and that's through the entire winter storm warning through 7 p.m. tomorrow. The light glaze of ice is also a possibility, very repetitive, up to 1/10 of an inch. That's why these forecasts sound very repetitive, is because the criteria to meet the watch warning or advisory doesn't change. So this is a storm system that is very similar to the other one. It's never going to be identical, but the overall impacts remain the same, where the freezing rain and the heavy snow will directly impact your morning commute because it pushes in before that, and it just depends where you are. We could be looking at about 3 to 4 inches of snow before you even hit the roadways. So not only do you need to leave time to make sure you're driving slower and leaving space between the cars, but maybe just to clear your sidewalk and clear the snow from around your car to actually get the day started. But the Marquette and Munising area, you are going to see some icy roadways to start off tomorrow because we have that area of circulation where it's liquid and then it's ice and then it's snow. That means temperatures change very quickly. So anything that's falling that is rain or icy, it's going to quickly freeze if it's not frozen already, and that snow then takes over. So then you have snow on top of ice. That's black ice. You see the issue. There's lots of different messy components that come with tricky travel, and if you're not driving with that in mind, things could get very difficult for tomorrow. The snow does linger throughout most of the Upper Peninsula for Saturday, so it's not going to be a complete snowy weekend, but at least to kick things off, if you were looking to get out of town, maybe the earlier the better before we just keep seeing the snow accumulating in certain places like up to Eagle Harbor. Definitely want to try to get ahead of that, and if you're out to the western half, you're not likely to see as much ice, but a light glaze is all it takes for there to be issues, and that's what we're looking at, a few hundredths of an inch, maybe up to 1/10. It's the ice and the snow, a repeat from the other day happening for tomorrow, so have that same mindset. Temperatures continue to be cold. Winter is just not done quite yet. We finally get some clearing in the snow around this time next week.
Kelly, thank you again. A coalition of lawmakers, faith leaders, and community advocates is calling on Congress to rein in immigration and customs enforcement, as plans move forward for a detention facility in Romulus. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has the latest.
Residents need access.
Members of Congress, state lawmakers, and community organizers came together Thursday to oppose what they call a major expansion of ICE operations in Michigan. The coalition is pushing back against a proposed detention center in Romulus, as well as a new federal office space in Southfield they believe could be used by ICE.
We cannot fund DHS or ICE until bold,
meaningful and transformational changes are made that stop ICE's out-of-control brutality.
The Southfield office space in question is at One Town Center. The property owner, Redico, says their agreement is with the U.S. General Services Administration, not with ICE. The lease lists the space for general office use only and explicitly prohibits law enforcement or detention activities at the property.
ICE is not welcome, not only in Romulus and Southfield. It is not welcome in Michigan.
The proposed Romulus site would house thousands of detainees, adding to ICE's footprint in the state, which already includes the North Lake Correctional Facility in Baldwin, the largest ICE detention center in the Midwest.
This warehouse in Romulus that was slated for hundreds of permanent automotive jobs, that's what was supposed to be there. They're now turning it into a prison to cage hundreds of our immigrant neighbors.
Federal data shows more than 3,300 people were detained in Michigan last year, most at the Baldwin facility. Lawmakers say they're seeking more transparency into conditions and oversight.
ICE is not making our communities or our nation safer. ICE needs to be stopped. ICE needs to be held accountable.
Organizers say they plan to gather at Romulus City Hall Monday ahead of a city council meeting, urging local officials to block the project. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
During President Trump's Board of Peace meeting today, he said he will make a decision on whether to carry out a potential military strike on Iran within the next 2 weeks. This follows reports of a large U.S. military buildup in the region. WZMQ 19 Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp shares more.
And we do have some work to do with Iran. They can't have a nuclear weapon.
During Thursday's Board of Peace meeting, the president warned, quote, bad things will happen, end quote, if Iran refuses to make a deal on their nuclear program.
You can't have peace in the Middle East if they have a nuclear weapon.
Ahead of the meeting, reports of a large U.S. military buildup in the Middle East was underway, including aircraft carriers. On Thursday, the president announced he will make his decision whether or not to take military action against Iran soon.
Now we may have to take it a step further, or we may not. Maybe we're going to make a deal. You're going to be finding out over the next probably 10 days.
The administration has repeatedly called on Iranian officials to end their nuclear program, including agreeing to not enrich any more uranium. Last summer, the president issued a strike on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities, and last month, the president weighed additional strikes on Iran if the regime continued to kill protesters. Now, there's reports of some officials expressing concern about reaching a peaceful diplomatic deal with Iran, and experts raise concerns about widespread implications of another strike on Iran.
There's many reasons and arguments that one could make for a strike against Iran. The president has always been very clear, though, with respect to Iran or any country around the world, diplomacy is always his first option, and Iran would be very wise to make a deal with President Trump and with this administration.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
Mike Ludlam has your look at sports. When we come back, he'll bring us the result from tonight's basketball matchup between NMU and Michigan Tech. We're back in 2 minutes.
I'm exhausted. Shopping for a mattress is just so confusing.
Sounds like mattress shopophobia. At Slumberland, our sleep counselors are here to help you find the best mattress without any pressure.
But awesome pressure relief.
Slumberland. Stop stressing, start sleeping.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Live outside Marquette County? Recycle 906 is worth the drive. We accept cans, cardboard, plastics, and more. Bring it in. Keep the Upper Peninsula clean. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. Step 1, call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Step 2, our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. Step 3, our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-279-0308. That's 800-279-0308. 800-279-0308 now, before the offer ends.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Pure Outdoor.
Even getting out of bed is a struggle.
Sounds like a lot of pressure.
And pain.
Good thing you came to Slumberland. This Tempur Pro Adapt provides adaptive support and pressure relief to help you sleep.
Getting out of this bed is gonna be a struggle.
Slumberland. Stop stressing, start sleeping.
Good evening, everyone. It's round 2 of the college basketball rivalry between Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan. It's possible these teams could face each other again in the GLIAC postseason tournaments. Let's begin with the men's game at Vanderbilt Arena. Tech is ranked 12th in the country, NMU 22nd. First half, Tech's Dawson Norgard will muscle his way to the paint, keeps track of his pivot foot, and scores. Huskies on the board first. Norgard had 18 points for NMU. Dylan Keel. Cal Klesman, right around the rim and out, but Jackson Dudick is there for the putback to tie the game at 2. Next Tech possession, Marcus Tomaszek tries to drive, not successful, but he finds a cutting Gabe Smith for the dunk and a 4-2 Tech advantage. Wildcats respond, Sam Privet, Dylan Keel. Cal Klesman gets his defender, and boom, there goes Dylan Keel for the dunk. He had 23 points and 11 rebounds. Brooke Bassich is blocked by Dawson Norgard. Josh Terrian outlets to Marcus Tomaszek. Bang! 5 baskets and 3 dunks. How could you complain? It's 15 points for Tomaszek. Then Sam Privet, Klesmet drives, locates Privet underneath the hoop for 2. He started tonight's game, did Privet, and scored 16 points. NMU splits the regular season series with Tech winning 70-64. Northern, Tech, and Grand Valley are tied for first place in the conference because Grand Valley lost to Saginaw Valley State by a bunch. Now let's go to the women's contest between Tech and 20th ranked NMU. Pick up the action in the first quarter. Ella Mason over to Soraya Timms for 3. She had 14 of her 17 points in the first half. Tech up 38-32 at the break to the third. CJ Romero up court. Clock is down to 5 seconds or less. Passes to JC Weisbrod for 3. Wildcats go up by 4, 51-47. Weisbrod had 16. To the fourth, Tech gets the first couple of baskets. Kendall Stanfest with a couple of nice moves. We're tied at 51. NMU strikes back. Sarah Newcomer to Faith Walder. And swish goes that 3-pointer. NMU regains the lead 54-51. Tech cannot convert at the other end. Then it's Walder with the assist this time to Sydney Whitehouse. She's going to hit a 3, and it's 57-51 NMU. The Huskies would have an answer for that. Nagani's Ella Mason knocked down a couple of jumpers. She had 10 points. Huskies back within 57-55. But Addison Pitleski will hit a layup plus the foul. She had 11 points. NMU makes enough free throws down the stretch to win 68-57. CJ Romero had a career-high 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Most valuable for us. She's our senior point guard, and she leads in so many different ways. She had her career high actually tonight with 15. Her last career high was against Tech at Tech with 13. So she got her 2 more points in tonight, and I can't be more proud of that kid. I mean, she's little, but she is so mighty for us and leads and does so many great things for us.
That was Casey Thousand's 201st career win overall. The Wildcats visit Ferris State on Saturday. Michigan Tech travels to meet the Bulldogs on Monday. Elsewhere in GLIAC basketball, a sweep for Lake Superior State over Davenport, 74-67 for the women. Lara Aguzzi had 23 points. And on the men's side, 99-79, 6 players in double figures for Lake State. Omar Suleiman had 21. Boys high school basketball, number 2 Menominee visiting Negaunee first quarter, and Cole Peckrell will get the basket right here from Braden Gleason. The Miners have a 7-6 lead. Maize and Blue again, Waylon Harvilla to Wyatt Nelson for a backdoor layup, 9-6 Negaunee. The Maroons will break the press, then it's Talon Woods to Jacob Schultz for 3, and the score is even at 11. Menominee would tie the score a short time later. Woods to Tanner Terkoff. Ball does a couple of laps around the rim before falling in. 14-13 Maroons after the free throw. This game went into overtime before the Maroons were able to get the victory, 74-68. Just up the road, Houghton facing number 1 Westwood in the large school poll. And a basket for the Gremlins here by Alex Hebert. Gave the Houghton squad an 8-6 lead in the first quarter. Another big night for Ethan Marta. Swish. The Michigan Tech recruit scored 36, went over the 2,000 point mark for his career. That gave the Patriots a 9-8 lead. AJ Pizziola knocks down a triple here. Westwood pulls away to post a 68-43 win over Houghton. To the scoreboard, Ishpeming almost doubles up Ironwood 95-49, Jeffers 47, Uintral Creek 39, Marquette 5 better than Kingsford 65-60, Forest Park 86, Lance 61, Calumet 3 better than Lakeland and Hubble 56-53, Wakefield Marinesco downs Chancel 87-52, Baraga over Hancock 68-40. Dollar Bay 26 cents better than Ontonagon 73-47. Manistee in the win column 50-39 taking care of Munising. Stevenson over Rapid River 47-44. Did not hear from Big Bay, Denac and Engadine, and it was North Central 66, Hannibal 53. To the girls, Houghton 4 better than Kingsford 40-36. Gladstone defeated Iron Mountain, forgot to type that one in, 65-32-ish, I'll put it that way. North Dickinson 56, Carnegie 29, Forest Park 4 better than Barker Harris 45-41. Hancock upends Lance 53-49, Ontonagon half a dozen better than Dollar Bay 36-30. It was Norway over West Iron County 41-32. Calumet almost doubles up Lake Linden. Hubble 63-32. Big Bay Denac easily over Engadine. Superior Central a low-scoring win over Stevenson. Eddie Bowerman had 36 for Munising in the victory over Rapid River. And it was Cedarville Detour 37, Newberry 31. Hockey, playoff hockey in Division 3. Kingsford and Marquette. We'll pick this up in the first period. Colton Hartz finds Seth Sandstrom. That puck goes upstairs past Nate Scullin, and a 1-0 lead for Marquette at 4:14. Flivers with a chance off a Marquette giveaway. Casey Klisch is denied, though, by the Sentinels' Parker Nevenhoven. To the other end of the ice, and this goal is quick, Eli Gustafson with the steal and the score. Sentinels up 2-0 at 10:02. Now Kingsford will hustle for a goal. Jake Duder will shoot wide. The puck kind of wanders around in the corner, and Duder's going to find it. And then he's going to make a great centering pass to Casey Klisch. Wrister top shelf. At 11:08 was 2-1 Marquette. Marquette slams the door the rest of the way, winning 5-1. They advance to the regional final against the winner of tomorrow's game between Sault Ste. Marie and Escanaba, and that regional final will be on Wednesday. Big Ten hockey, Michigan State keeps the winning ways going 4-2. Let's go to wrestling. Division 3, regional semifinal between Gladstone and Negaunee. And Negaunee is going to get the victory here as Talon Parkinson will pin Christoph Stallman. The Miners had the lead at that point, but Gladstone took control after that. Nathan Beauchamp will get the pin on Eli Nicholas, and the Braves go on to win this one by the count of 60-18 to advance to the regional final. And we will explain real quickly that they couldn't do the regional final because the other two teams couldn't cross the Mackinac Bridge. They'll do that on Monday. We'll be right back.
Jeff Mancini here with an incredible offer from Mighty Bite. We're celebrating 15 years and the most lure patents in history. Mighty Bite looks, smells, sounds, feels, tastes, and swims like a wounded baitfish. With millions of pieces sold and fish being caught around the world, Mighty Bite's interchangeable adaptive features transforms the lure, creating irresistible erratic wounded action that ignites the predatory instinct to make fish strike. Only Mighty Bite has real-life fin action that fish can't resist. Increased performance with our replaceable weights, sound rattles, and Super Sense Stick attractant. It's better, lasts longer, and never washes off like all those other lures. So it just works better in almost every fishing situation and for every type of fish. Catch more and bigger fish with Mighty Bite. Guaranteed more bites or your money back. Order now and get 4 free gifts, including the incredible UFO Glow Kit to get the bite at night. Call or click today.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here.
Door tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Here's a deal you won't want to miss. For a limited time, when you buy 3 windows or doors, you'll get 1 free at the Window Store. You heard that right. Buy 3, get 1 free. Don't wait. Offer runs from February 2nd to February 27th. Give your home a fresh new look with our energy-efficient windows and stylish doors. Call today and start transforming your home with the Windows Store. Quality windows, doors, and unbeatable savings only at the Windows Store.
And a final look at your forecast. I almost feel like I need to apologize because we just dealt with this exact same thing in another winter storm warning. Another system is going to push in overnight. But as long as we're prepared, we should get through it. As long as you're taking those precautionary measures. That mindset that you had yesterday, we need that same safety tip to keep in mind for tomorrow morning, because the morning commute is going to be slick and icy. You could see a light glaze of ice, especially through the central portions of the Upper Peninsula. And even if you don't see as much ice, then that's where you maybe see some more snow. So as you head out the doorways tomorrow morning, out to the western half, you're likely to see a few inches. This is a light dusting of snow, but then it really keeps going and accumulating throughout the day. And we're looking at 3 to 7, maybe up to about 10 inches of snow at the most, especially up to Eagle Harbor. So it's another day of snow. Hopefully you can help out a neighbor and just clear some of the snow as best as you can. And we're just waiting, I guess, until March 20th. That's the exact start of spring.
Kelly, thank you again. Mike, what else?
Okay, first, congratulations to North Central's wrestling team for winning its first regional title last night over St. Ignace 43-32. Now to the video. Lacrosse today between NMU and McKendree, and it didn't take long for NMU to get going. Emily Radke behind the net to Hannah Jabas, and she will score the first goal of the game. Josie Lakowski had 8 more goals today. She must be close in the country to leading that category. NMU went on to win this one 15-5. U.S. women hockey wins the gold medal 2-1 in overtime over Canada. Pistons win. Thanks for joining us.
Lily Broadcasting stands with the people of Iran.
Optimize your home with Maytag and Whirlpool appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Maytag and Whirlpool offer best-in-class warranties on durable, state-of-the-art appliances, perfect for your laundry room or kitchen. Available in stock or online, plus free delivery and 0% financing.
When you need a body shop, skip the corporate shops and outside investors. Go with your hometown body shop, Superior Collision. Our family